Hey, hope everyone is having a great day. It's Friday, so you'll be able to hopefully rest a little more on the weekend. Well, I wasn't going to touch on this, but this was quite interesting and I think worth listening to with Walter Veith. And I'm going to call this the Roman Reset because that's exactly how he depicts it, and I totally agree with a lot of things that he's saying here. Worth listening to, but before we get into that, just a few top headlines. Guterres, what is he saying? The United Nations chief called for the global rules to regulate powerful social media companies. What is on its way? I don't know. Well, just in case, if you were even interested, we have our ex-president who will be on TV on Saturday, and she will be discussing a lot of the rules and regulations, and basically she's now a spokesperson for the WHO. Interesting. But they have also stated recently that now they can quarantine us for 3 weeks here in Finland. Wonder if that's happening around where you live. And of course, same thing as in every country, all to be tested before or entering the country. So many other places are seeing this as well, so nothing new, so I won't go into details about those. But I'm so proud of all the elderly who have dared to say no, just like one woman here in Finland, and as well as my father-in-law, one of the only ones in his elderly home saying no. But they show us through their signs and signals what they're doing, so I'm just showing you once again there's an owl as they're doing that. And of course, 99.9% no, not a chance of the divorce, the big D. Why did they have to say that? Why did they have to use those numbers, right? Because flip them around and we know exactly what we're seeing. And so all I'm saying is learn the truth about everything using the WHO's own picture there, because you need to understand who even started the organizations, WHO and the UN and everything else, but you can find the majority of that in Lucius Trust, and I'll add all the links. But one who got me intrigued and interested in all of this was just one of the faces and heads is Walter Veith, and he clearly says exactly what is coming, and they believe in the New Age cosmic Christ. So beware of what is happening. But anyway, on to the point of the video. Walter Veith was talking with his co-man there. I didn't quite catch his name, sorry. And talking about the Great Reset. Definitely worth listening to. If it's too long, at least the last 10 minutes, you'll get the full idea of what's going on. Talking about everything from universal basic income that the Pope has even talked about, the same lady speaking on here from Truth Matters that you've seen on Nicholson 1968, as well as many other things, CDC, how they had their, how they practice everything, Event 201, and how even Klaus Schwab was talking about infusion of the physical and digital identity. So it's not a conspiracy anymore. And then so many other things talking about gold standards, the Coalition for Inclusion, which was interesting, and as well as this man right at the bottom talking about the Catholic reset. So a lot of great information, and the inclusive was quite interesting looking into that as well, because of course the Rockefellers and de Rothschilds are all in this. But notice many names. There was Visa, MasterCard, Johnson & Johnson, and of course Merck. I mean, just all the names that you typically would see. But then he went on to talk about the world religions and how that they were asking for, of course, Trump to step down. And now that they have Biden in there, he's the good Catholic. Well, so was Trump. So all I'm saying is nothing's changed. So what is exactly happening with everything that we're seeing with the masks and the V and everyone who's following suit of everything that the UN and the WHO says, right? Well, unfortunately, most Protestant pastors have also joined in on this, as well as don't count Trump out of this because he signed the Abrahamic Accord, with the coin that clearly shows many things. It's the coexist. So the bottom line to his 1 hour lecture was in the last 3 or 4 minutes. Has the wound been healed? Yes. Is the image of the beast forming? Yes. Are the role players in place to ensure that it'll happen? Yes. Can the Constitution, in the light of the whole lecture, I think that's what he said, stand in the way? No, because it is legal. It's not lawful, but it is legal. So as I've said before, and I'm saying it again, get out of her, my people. Do not be one with the world, and make sure your organization is not one with the world, or then you better get out. And get out of the church if your church is one of those organizations, because otherwise you'll receive her plagues, just as the word of God says. So much is going on. I have one more quick video coming to you guys, so stay tuned. But research everything, test everything, and just pray and stay in joy, because that's the only way you're going to get through this is with the peace of the Lord with us. God bless. Take care. You stay tuned, great. If not, have a great weekend.